Welcome, family and friends. For the Family Movie Reviews is a YouTube channel dedicated to reviewing all the latest movies and your requested movie reviews focused on grading and disclosing the content and how appropriate it is for children. We simply want to provide full disclosure and transparency around the movies and what content is in the movies for you to make a wise decision. Let's get right to the video. Today we're covering the 2022 movie Smile, the horror film. So Smile is an American psychological horror film written and directed by Kal Penn, and there's actually his directorial debut. It was released September 2022, September 30th. So it's about a therapist who witnesses a wild, bizarre suicide of a patient who goes through increasingly disturbing and daunting experiences, leading her to believe that what she's experiencing with this patient that committed suicide to be supernatural. So this movie is rated R by the MPAA due to strong violent content, scary images, and lots of strong language. This is a horror film, so it's rated R, very scary, especially for children. So, the whole nature of the movie is a therapist and a patient, a psychiatric relationship, and lots of supernatural horror experiences. The whole basis of the film is a suicide, so this is very much adult content. So let's go through the topics. Sex and nudity. So there's kissing, scenes of kissing and memories of kissing. A woman in showering. We see her bare back and shoulders. We don't see any frontal nudity. Women wearing tank tops, revealing cleavage, bare shoulders and nipples are visible through the tank top. Violence and gore is where it's very much stronger in the violence and gore section. There's women trembling, hyperventilating, blood pouring and filling the floor, people dying. Woman imagines a hospital talking to her patient and then stabs in the chest and the abdomen, torso area repeatedly, blood splurting from that. We see a large creature with arms, giant mouth that lumbers towards a woman as she's running away. She's thrown to the floor, held around the throat as she gasps, and she pulls its hands away, and then the bone breaks. She hits the creature with a kerosene lamp. We see flames exploding. She runs out of the house bursts into flames, or the creature rather bursts into flames. The creature then pulls its face off. We see blood and facial tissue from that. Pulls the woman's mouth wide open, pushes itself into her mouth, and the scene ends. The woman pours the kerosene over her head and lights a match. She bursts into flames, and we see her body engulfed in flames in the reflection of another person's eyes, and then that's how she commits suicide. The woman is laying motionless, eyes open on the bed, vomit stained, very graphic scenes. We hear several gruesome suicides, law enforcement, CCTV video of the scene, bloody wounds, bodies, stabbing, blood on the ground type scenes, broken teeth and tongue laying out of the mouth unnaturally. Several people are shown with large, stretched, unnatural looking smiles, very scary smiles. This is very impressionable for children. Large blood stains resembling smiles. The movie's called Smile, right? So lots of scenes like this, laughing, unnatural, hysterical laughing with the bloody smiles and unnatural stretched smiles. A young boy opens a box at a birthday party, pulls out a dead cat. Woman runs towards him holding the cat crying. She falls onto the glass-topped table and cuts her arms badly. Woman sits in her car hyperventilating, imagines another woman coming into the door and her head sliding down with a twisted neck as she screams. A man sits in a hospital bed with a large unnatural smile on his face. Woman enters and snaps her fingers in front, trying to get his attention, repeats loudly, "You're going to die." As he moves towards her and she calls, "Sedate the man." We see other men pinning him to the floor. A woman thinks she sees or hears something in a darkened corner of the room. She jumps and drops glass on the floor when a man speaks to her. Home security rings, glass shattering, and people yelling and screaming. People watch from the street at what's happening from the house. A woman speeds away in a car. A man yells for her to come back. A woman's imagining her dying mother asking for help when she was a child and telling her she made a mistake. Lastly, on the violence section, a woman yells at a man and another woman when they quiz her about why she does the work she does and doesn't sell her mother's home. A woman is told to take a week off work to take care of herself. She's told that she cannot be around other patients in her current frame of mind. A woman yells, "I'm not crazy." Other people accusing her of crazy. Man talks about a suicide cult. And people talking about, "I'm gonna die, she's gonna die, everyone dies." Yeah, so that's the violence section. Obviously very graphic and grotesque. It's a horror film. So let's go into the language. There's 36 F words and F word related derivatives. Several other obscenities, name calling, stupid, crazy, foggy, monster, selfish, crazies, paranoid, evil, things like that. There's 2 religious profanities, which is, a goddamn word. 15 other religious exclamations. And that is language. So very strong in violence, very strong in language. Substance. Let's go into substance. A woman lies dead on the bed, and the camera pans to show a bottle of liquor and prescription vials. We don't see which prescriptions, but several prescription bottles spilled on the floor and strewn throughout the tables and room. Woman asks therapist to prescribe her medication for a traumatic event. A woman drinks glass of wine, and adults are drinking liquor at a children's birthday party. And there's drinking at wine, and then other men are drinking liquor. So, strong with alcohol, and then the prescription pills, too, is something to consider. So, topics of the film is post-trauma, psychosis, aggression, anxiety, suicide, violence, overreaction, self-diagnosis, stress triggers. So, this is a movie that is very much rated R, horror film, kind of your typical R-rated horror film. So, I would rate this 9 out of 10. This is strong in the scary elements. It's not 10 out of 10 because there are movies with, although this had 36 F words and derived F words, there's movies with far worse, as far as language, far worse than the sex category. But this is a strong 9 out of 10. And then, so that's the content. Let's go over the Rotten Tomatoes score. So the critics rated this as 77%. So strong score, but with some criticisms. And then the audience score, with over 1,000 verified ratings, rated at 80%. So these are good ratings, I think, in line with the movie. 77% critics, 80% users. That's all. Please like and subscribe to support us and tell all your friends. God bless you and your family.